My name is Sergio Inestroza, and I am one of many Spanish teachers in this country. And I want to offer you the opportunity to learn Spanish with me using YouTube. But there are other platforms that are very important to use, and I will say use them. Duolingo is one of those, and it's free. Babel is another one, but they charge some fees. But practice. The only recipe, the only way to learn a language is practicing, practicing, and practicing. So let's start this experience with the alphabet. The alphabet is the foundation of a language, right? The alphabet in Spanish is very similar like the alphabet in English. We have an extra letter though, and that letter is the letter ñ. I will talk about that in a moment, right? In Spanish also, remember, is a phonetical language, or more or less phonetical language, so the sounds doesn't change. That's especially important with the vowels, right? And I will emphasize what a vowels is. We have vowels and we have consonants in Spanish, as well as you have it in English. Let's start the alphabet. We have 27 letters, you have 26, and I will pronounce every single letter. The vowels are very important because they are close in Spanish. They are round. They do not change in company of other consonants, right? They are always the same. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and I will circle the H because it's very important, I, J, K, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V o V, W o W, X, Y, y Z. Those are the 27 letters. You can use these letters in spelling your name or family member's name. Now, there are some letters that are very important in Spanish. The letra C is important because if you use it in company of the vowel A, or the vowel O, or the vowel U, the sound of C will be similar to K. You will say casa, house, cosa, thing, cuna. In all these three words, the letter C sounds more like K. With the vowels E and I, the C sounds normal, like the normal sound of C, cine or cena, right? Very important also the letter H. Why H is important? Because H is soundless in Spanish, right? You never will pronounce the H. You will spell it, you will write it down, but you won't pronounce it. For instance, you says hijo, right? The H is there in the spelling, but the sound is not there because H is soundless. Another important letter in Spanish is the letter ñ. Ñ is a very important sound. Make the difference between one thing or another thing. For instance, if you want to say uña, you will need the ñ. If you don't put the ñ, you erase that tilde over the n, that will be a different word. That's una, that's one. Right? So if you want to say a fingernail, uña, you need the ñ. Also very important is the letter R. If you put it at the very beginning, R will have a strong sound. If you say rosa, right, you don't need to put two R's at the very beginning. But if you need a strong sound in the middle of a word, you need to put two R's together to make the strong sound, right? And that will be, for instance, the word perro, right? Perro. And you may say, wow, that's difficult because I have to roll my R's. Well, it's a matter of practice. Little by little, you will get the confidence to do it. If you don't put two R's there, right, you will make a soft sound. And we have the word for a soft sound. That will be pero. But pero means something completely different. Pero means but, B-U-T. Right? So between perro, dog, And but is a big difference. But in Spanish, it's only one letter difference. So be careful with that. Also, remember, there is no difference between the B and the B. In Spanish, there is no difference how we pronounce the two B's. So you have to learn how to write correctly the words that start with one B or the other, because the sound doesn't help, right? We don't have the difference in Spanish between the two B's. That's very important to keep in mind. And the other letter that I want to emphasize is the letter Z. Only people from Spain can make the sound of zeta. Latin American speakers, we do not know how to make the zeta. So if you practice your Spanish with a teacher from Spain, you will learn how to do it. If you are hearing Latino people speaking like me, I cannot make the sound of zeta. I will make only the sound of S, right? Like if I say zapato. I know that zapato goes with zeta, but I cannot say the letter, right? It's a difficulty that we have in the way that we speak the language. Practice your alphabet. Do not be afraid to open your mouth, because that's the only way to learn a second language, right? Practice your alphabet with your own name, practice your alphabet with family members' name, and hopefully you will start excited about learning a foreign language, a second language, and in this case, Spanish, that is very useful here in the US. So long for now. See you next time.